Hi, I'm Christina Reeves, and we're here on site on a beautiful day at our latest featured project. And like a lot of homeowners, this project was done in 3 phases. We started with our pool area, moved on to the deck and roof area, and our last phase was the front entrance. Can't wait for you to check it out. Even though the front of the house is the first thing guests see when they arrive, for this featured project, the front renovation was actually the last phase of the work that we did here. When we started out here before, we had a lot of overgrown plant material. We had an old walkway that we wanted to upgrade to a new wet-laid bluestone walkway. Also, the walkway was a little bit too close to the house, and so those mature plantings were sort of crowding, and it wasn't very comfortable walking up to the house. What we did instead was designed a new walkway that was wider, had a really elegant curve to it. It gives it a little bit more natural flow to it, and it just feels easier and more welcoming when you're walking on it. All of the new plantings are much more in scale with the house. So things that are not going to cover your windows, things that are not going to be overgrowing that walkway, so that it's comfortable to walk for your guests and for you when you're arriving in the front of your house. First impressions are important, and one of the easiest ways to transform your house is by working on your front landscape. One of the things that's important when you're a landscape designer is to be able to create a good transition from the front space, which tends to be a little bit more public, to the backyard space, which tends to be a little bit more private. In this featured project, I really like how we did it. We had a very narrow space between the garage building and the house. And instead of just sort of wasting that space, we use that as a real transition space. So we have a long walkway that sort of gives you that far-off glimpse of the pool. But on either side of the walkway, we have lush plantings, so it really feels like you're taking this beautiful walk down a garden path. And it's just a great way to transition from the front to the back. As you're walking down this path, the whole backyard starts to open up to you. And I can't wait to show you what's back here. Come on, let's take a look. For this featured project, we started off with an existing pool that was in good shape. And when we find a pool in good shape, there's really no reason to touch it. But our clients and our homeowners wanted to have more outdoor living space. And so we created this new large paver patio for more space. So we started off with a larger area here. We have area for extra dining. Over here we have a new cook station with all of the amenities, grill, beverage fridge, bar top seating. One of the things I like about this cook station a lot is the 2 different color granites on the countertop. I think that's kind of cool. Then over here is this fireplace patio that we did here. So we have a new masonry wood burning fireplace and a lot of room in front of it for casual, comfortable seating. One thing I really like about the design of this patio is what designers like to call it a rug, but this rug is made out of a change in paving material. So from the pavers, it goes to a regular bluestone, and then it's bordered with a really nice brick detail. It's kind of like your indoor living room, just outside, rug and all. This featured project, like a lot of our projects, was done in phases. The first phase was the pool area, and once that was done, phase 2 was to tackle an old wood deteriorated deck that they had. The new design of the deck was to redo the deck in composite woods, as well as to add a roof. And the roof just makes the deck so much more usable. It adds shade. It really creates a sense of place here. It makes it really feel like sort of a dining room, just without any walls. All of the deck material, unlike the previous wood deck, is composite or PVC material, including the posts and all the wraps of the beams. The great thing about the composite materials is that there's no staining, there's no painting, there's no rot or splinters. They really are durable materials, and what that means is that for these homeowners, they are just going to be able to enjoy this deck and roof for many years to come. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more featured projects from Gasper.